Good morning. Close, far, close, far. All right. We don't have too much to cover today. I do want, obviously, we make sure we're checking in every day, but I do want to draw your attention to a few things that are happening within social justice over the next few weeks and currently. So one of the things I want to make sure that you keep in mind, especially as we are bearing witness to continued wildfires, as well as the peak season of hurricanes, as we round up September and get into October. I want to make sure to keep in front of you that there are ways that you can be responding to that, even if we're not able to be taking things like work down to places like the Gulf right now, or down to the Carolinas. I do want you to keep in mind that the United Methodist Committee on Relief is still doing their work, and that is a really good place to be sending some supplies and funds. You can be doing things on your own, like putting together food flood buckets or sanitation kits. Normally we would do that in the fall as part of our Great Day of Service. Things are a little different this year, but those are things that you can do on your own, and you can see the advance number there in the comments where you can be donating to natural disaster relief, both for places that are experiencing floods and hurricanes, but also for all of the different places that are experiencing forest fires and wildfires. You can help donate. Anything that you do goes directly into making a difference in those spaces. Those donations do not go toward things like overhead. So UMCOR is a really great agency to donate through. And if you wanted to do the physical kits where you get a bucket and put the cleaning supplies in, those instructions are on UMCOR's website, and you can see exactly how to pack it and do that on your own. So that's a great opportunity for you to keep in mind right now as we prayerfully respond to all the places that are experiencing natural disasters. So the other thing that we want to make sure that stays in front of you is our continued work with the Washington Interfaith Network. Our work with WIN through our Sacred Resistance team is one of our most intersectional spaces of justice work in terms of organizing and advocacy. And that work goes on in this time, and they have provided for us quite a few virtual options to continue to be educated on what's happening in the neighborhoods, as well as continue to be meeting each other and hearing what the primary concerns are in the different communities. So on WIN's event website, they've got the registration links for upcoming events, including learning about some of the work negotiating with utilities here in the town around fees and prices, but also phone banking with Ward 7, where we have a growing number of congregations that are engaging the work. And Ward 7 and 8, if you're not familiar with DC, Ward 7 and 8 are predominantly Black communities and are lagging behind in relief in terms of pandemic response, as well as experiencing more of the effects of the pandemic in terms of job loss, wage loss, and things like that. So staying engaged with WIN is really critical in this moment to make sure that you're connecting one-to-one with your neighbors to hear about what exactly is happening and what people are facing and how we can come alongside them in these moments. Another spot where the need has become more and more apparent in the recent weeks and months is the need for volunteers at area food banks, as well as just support being given to the area food banks. So each county has one. So Mana in Montgomery County, as well as Prince George's County, as well as Capital Area Food Bank in DC, and Arlington Food Bank there in Northern Virginia. So it doesn't matter where you are located, there is something local to you that has a need. And if you're in a space where you feel like you can be volunteering in person, that's a great place to go because they need the help to get things packed. So I would encourage you to check out, and each of them is on their own website, but you can see what is closest to you and then see exactly what needs they have and what times they have where they could use those volunteers. Finally, for us as a congregation, we have the opportunity finally to serve together in person. So on October the 4th, at the church outside on the plaza, we'll be packing meals with Rise Against Hunger, and that'll be going on all day long because we need to do it in a safe way. So our shifts are very small. Only about 10 people can serve together at a time, but that means that the work is going to go on all day long. So it doesn't matter um, really what your schedule looks like during that day. We're going to be out there, and you can just select a time that fits for you and come and help us pack. We're still being ambitious and doing 20,000 meals that will go to places like spots that are experiencing natural disasters, but also around the world to establish feeding programs for schools to fight hunger. So I hope that you'll come out and be with us. There's plenty of spots to choose from right now, and we'll get together. It's an assembly line type setup. You, People can either be working with the boxes, so you can be even further away. People can be working with the funnels to actually fill up the bags. You can do the sealing to seal the bags. There's an opportunity for everybody, and we're going to give you plenty of space so that you can do that safely. And then everybody, of course, will be coming masked up, and we'll be outdoors. So we're doing the best we can to make sure that you've got a way to serve safely. But we're especially excited because this is an event that lets us be together and serving in a fellowship fashion. We're not dispersed all over the city. We can come together to do this. So I really, really hope that you'll take advantage of that and get signed up. And if you've got questions about the sign up, because it is a little complicated, you can just email us at gdos@foundryumc, and we can answer those questions. But if you're a household, you can get in there and serve together. If you are just an individual coming, you can come and serve and then kind of yell across the way at a foundry friend who is also there with you while maintaining that distance. But that's exciting for all of us because it's a step in the direction of us being able to be in person together. It's not quite worship just yet, but every act of service is worship itself. So I hope that you'll come and be together with us. Um, I think please make sure you're taking care of yourself. Some of the museums are opening back up. Like, be smart, be safe if you're going there. Wear your mask to protect yourself and protect each other. A new memorial has opened up this week down on the mall. The Eisenhower Memorial opened yesterday. So that's something new to go and try out if you want to. It's all outdoors, of course. I really hope that you are doing what you need to take care of yourself in this time, whether that's finding ways to be in service or just finding ways um, to get out and experience some outdoor time, see something new, and just be smart. Continue to take care of yourself, take care of each other. Um, our prayers are that you are engaging whatever you need to engage to continue to strengthen yourself, to continue to enjoy what's around you, to continue to find some joy in what's around you, and to just make sure that you are uh, managing emotions, managing stress as best you can. That's my prayer for you and for this whole Foundry community. There's plenty of need out there, and there are plenty of ways both virtual, distance, and in person now, where you can come and pull together and make sure that we are caring for ourselves and our neighbors. So I do hope that you will take advantage of that. Next week, I'm going to be out, but we're going to hand over the Friday Live to the ID ministry because barring anything weird happening in the next like 5 to 6 days, the ID ministry will be back with very limited in-person service. We're very thankful for the volunteers who are adhering to some stringent distancing and protocols so that we can make sure that we can be in person with just a couple of guests in person because the cases are just that complicated that we cannot handle it online. So we're excited that that is coming back. That's something else you can support if you want, but we're going to send over next Friday um, the live so that you can see and hear a little bit about like what neighbors are facing as it comes to just trying to get basic documents so they can do things like jobs and employment and education. That's what I got for you today. So we'll say goodbye. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. We will see you on Sunday. Bye, George. Bye, everybody else.